Alright, what's going on everyone? Dreaded Champ here for another night of gaming on twitch.tv/Seattle Extra Life. Welcome everyone. As always, streaming for Extra Life. Extra Life is a fundraising marathon that focuses on gaming of all kinds to help kids at Children's Miracle Network hospitals across North America. We here at the Seattle Extra Life Guild, there are quite a few different hospitals that we actually fundraise for. The majority of us do fundraise for Seattle Children's, which is the local hospital in our area. But as an extra lifer, if that's something you want to do, you actually get to pick whatever hospital you choose to. You do not have to choose Seattle Children's, even if you live in the area. That is just what some of us are doing because that is where we are. So just keep that in mind if you're interested. There are some links in the chat already that I put up there after I started streaming. So if you're just tuning in, I will be posting those links here in a little bit. I try to space it out so that they don't all show up at the exact same time because it could be a little bit spammy in the chat. So let's see what is going on. Any updates? Let me open up the Discord. Hey Nomaru, what's going on? I'm doing good. Let's see, I'm opening up Discord so I can see if there are any important tidbits of information that I need to keep everybody updated on. Okay, what is next? We are in May, so to be determined. Washington State SummerCon is going to be happening June 21st to the 23rd in Puyallup. The Ignite Peer-to-Peer Leadership Conference, formerly Extra Life United, is going to be July 18th through the 21st in Kansas City, Missouri. To be determined, Geek Girl Con, October 5th and 6th at the Seattle Convention Center. Game On is going to be October 19th at the Sandpoint Learning Center. Magic Con is going to be October 25th and 27th in Las Vegas. And Game Day Weekend, this says November 8th through the 10th, but I'm pretty sure it's also back to November 2nd is my understanding from what I've been finding online. And the type of tea that I got, it is nothing fancy. I have some fancier stuff coming that I just bought, but this is just, what is it? It's like Celestial Blends or something like that. It's just like this, whatever you can find in the store. And this is the black cherry. Yes, it's black cherry with a little bit of lemon, a little bit of blue agave, as far as sweetener goes. Because I've been trying to not use like straight up sugar anymore, and blue agave is actually pretty good. I was using honey, but because of my because I have allergies, honey, the honey is made from pollen. The one that I was using was kind of like, I think it was making me have an allergic reaction, so I stopped using that. Okay, cool. I've been started drinking some teas in the last, 6-8 months, maybe trying different things. Yeah, I've been kind of, so that's kind of, I won't say I've been doing it for like the last 6-8 months. I've probably been doing it for the last 3 or 4. Because usually what I've been doing is in the morning, I'll have my cup of coffee. And then if I want any other liquids, it's either water or tea throughout the day. But as of this week and a little bit last week, I've stopped doing coffee in the morning. Now I'm just like I'm not doing coffee at all anymore, just to kind of see what it does to my body. And I'll mostly just have water, and then usually I'll have something substantial for breakfast, and then for lunch I'll do a smoothie, and then usually at some point after my lunch I'll start drinking tea. Yes. No, it's like, so my allergies, I've not had like that bad of a reaction. I did one time, but I was actually at my allergist getting my allergy shot. So luckily I was in a place where I was being taken care of. But normally it just gives me a lot of sneezing, a lot of runny nose, eyes watering, itchy eyes, stuff like that. But the one time when I was actually at the allergist after I got my shot, I was waiting the half hour in the lobby, and my throat started getting super scratchy, and I was coughing a bunch because my throat was scratchy. So they had me go back into a different area, like sit me down, and it gave me like an EpiPen in each leg, and basically just had me sit for like another half hour to an hour. I don't remember how long I was there, just to kind of like have it work through my system. But so that was kind of interesting. Was not expecting to be at the allergist that long, but that's what happened that time. But it didn't like, so like everything, my face was fine. It's not like my face swelled up, but it was just like my throat just kind of closed up a little bit, and that's why it was itchy and stuff like that. But that was last year. I haven't had any incidents since then. So, but trying to think of what else. I think I gave all the updates. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna get into the game. I think it's time. I think I've talked long enough. I'm gonna get into a game where I don't have to talk as much because there's a lot of talking within the game. Yes, I am still alive somehow. Yes. Yeah. It was a lot. It was. Yeah, so I was trying this honey, and it was like a wildflower one. And I was like, oh, why not? And then I was trying, and I'm like, man, why is my nose running so much? And I'm sneezing a ton. So I just switched it up. I'm like, let me just make let's have a different type of sweetener that's not pollen-based for tea. So I'm using blue agave, and it's pretty good. I found some at Costco. It's pretty tasty. So there's that. Okay, so here we are. Where we last left off? We last left off in the Lord's Chamber. Yes, the infiltrate the Lord's Chamber is what we're getting ready to do. There are enemies around, but I've already cleared them all out. So I think we're just gonna go in here and see what happens. Then everything else will come. This guy's up to something, I know it.
Well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Yeah,
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave wouldn't know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother. He dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother. And now you'll die for it!
Get him.
My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage.
Good thing everybody else knows where it was.
Weak point. You all right?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Try harder!
Here's a healing art. Rage pain.
I've let you all down.
You'll pay for that!
This one. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Not now, not ever!
It
Vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
Here I go.
You're mine! Megasonic thrust!
This thing has too much health.
Take it!
Well, there's the weak spot.
Here I come!
Here, let me help. First aid!
I owe you one.
Eat this! Puddle! I'm only getting back into the fray.
Take it!
You keep hiding your tail back in the corner where we can't reach it. It's very rude.
You're finished!
Glacial spear. Here's the evil. Here, let me help. In here. More for the stuff.
You're mine! You're finished!
More where that came
Take
from.
it!
Here's the evil.
Severing wind!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that.
I'll bring you back from
You're
death.
mine!
Tear you apart. I'm just getting started.
Here I come! It's over!
Here, I've still got some fight left in me.
Severing wind!
Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Glacial spear. Lightning blade. Thunderblade. Freeze lancer.
Talon You're mine! Here I come! Lily Gate! Megasonic thrust! Here and now!
I'm out of arrows.
Dragon form! Megasonic thrust! Wind! You're mine!
In here.
First strike!
I'll be saving this one.
Rip and tear! Take this! I'm not done! Now!
There we go.
Take it down. Where are you going?
Burn in hell!
Justice
Here I
the
come!
healing art.
Here I come!
Raging
Hurrah!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Puddle. Freeze lancer.
You're finished!
Talon hurricane.
Here I come! I'm not done!
Flame. Reload.
Here I come! It's over! Hurrah! Wind!
Eagle fly.
Megasonic thrust! Stay away from my
Now.
friend! River!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Lightning. I'm out of ammo.
mine.
What and where? Dance in the wind. Reload. Light astral energy. Here I go.
Take this!
I'll tear you apart.
Photon blast.
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara. Here's a healing art.
Oops.
I owe you one!
Glacial spear. Here goes. Evil. Freeze lancer.
It's
Dance
on!
in the wind.
Any more of this and I'll burn out!
I'll be saving this one.
Oh, come on.
Back into the fray. More where that came from. Here, let me help. First aid. Puddle.
Strike!
Gotta get that tail.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down! Here I come! Strike!
Puddle. I'm
Here I
almost
come.
flat. Annihilation. Mega ray. Here's his lightning condemns. Thunderblade. By the power of water. Far enough. Poodle. Glacial
You're
spear.
mine.
Pierce evil.
Ah!
Freeze lancer.
I'm out of stuff.
There!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Think again.
There!
Resuscitation. Here, let me help. Still got some fight left in me. Light action in the wind.
You're finished!
In here. Mega ray.
You're mine!
Here's a
Wind.
healing art.
You're mine!
Condemned.
It's over!
Now
Sorry, I'm getting confused with the buttons. I need to do one more thing.
That's much better.
Freeze laser! It's about to strike!
Look sharp! Everyone!
First aid! Deny! Field!
You're finished!
Lunar blast!
These are so expensive.
Severing Wave! Take this!
Here, let me help.
Get out of there.
This should do it!
Dance in the wind! In here! I'll fix you up. More for the stockpile.
Thanks!
Here goes! Shining here, let me help.
I'm not done!
Okay, we're getting closer.
Raging storm!
Here I come!
By the power of water!
You're mine! You're on! Blue escape!
Burning strike!
Severing Wind!
Wind
Lunar
astral
Rongo!
energy! Lightning
I
blade!
it's over!
I can handle it. Eat this in the wind!
Oh,
Far enough! I'm on it! Here comes the flame of burning strike! Glacial spear! Here's the evil! Freeze laser! I'll bring you back!
Damn it!
these things are way too expensive. Thank you. Oh, shoot.
I can't lose!
Not my
I'll bring
place.
you back from death to...
We're so close.
Not done yet.
I've still got some fight left in me.
We got him on the run!
Get cocky!
Ugh, it's so expensive.
Right. Still anyone's fight.
Thunder field! Lightning raging cascade!
Shattering!
Attack to the shadows! That move!
Here comes the big one!
I'm out of ammo!
Better if you don't get out.
First aid!
Rolling snap!
I'll finish you here and now! Dance in the wind!
You're finished!
Air volley!
Burn!
Light astral... Annihilate that in your dreams!
Eat this! Now you see what I can do!
Where are you going? Shining supernova!
Nice
Here
while
I
it
come!
lasted.
It's over!
Mega
Hurricane!
Gemini Aqua! Wind astral...
Megasonic
Dance in
thrust!
the wind! Air thrust!
Severing Wind!
Oh, get out of here.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix
Oh, I did not think I would be able to do that on my first try. Oh, that felt good.
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship! Ridiculous! Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However,
This guy is super
there are
creepy.
other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
They can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Tsar, perhaps?
You
Sorry, I
actually
dropped my
expect me to talk
controller and then move step.
At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough, and you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menancia. Go to Mahag Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Guy's sweating buckets.
Are you alright with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream? What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives.
Countless lives.
And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter.
Then join us.
Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans, and you're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
But they're missing someone.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
You befriended Dohalim. Kisara left your party. Master Core of Earth. The Master Core of Earth, the fruits of Helgen have imbued it with unfathomable quantities of astral energy. Cheese fondue recipe. Melted cheese made by coating the cheese in flour and boiling it in white wine. Most anything can be dipped inside of it for added literal cheesiness. Oh, that's funny. Dohalim's perk, Rod Extension. If Dohalim perfect evades an enemy attack, his senses become heightened and his rod will gain momentum, greatly extending his range. This penetration will also rise, letting him interrupt enemies and land critical hits on them more often.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Alright, so we have some SP that's accumulated, so we're going to do that. But first, we're going to do a story which is called Kisara's Disappearance. It just popped up.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Miguel entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
Okay, so we got some skills we're gonna implement real quick. So Xion, get healing circle. Let's see, I need to see if there's any other. Lunar Corruption, that's a good one to look forward to. Spear Sweep. Spread. We'll do spread next since it's not very many points. He's good. Rinwell. We'll do this one. Next, let's see. Got all those. Got all those. One more here. Yeah, might as well just do this one. And then you are a ways away, and you have a bunch of points. So let's get your skills out of the way. So okay, let me go back. Okay, Catapult throws a whirling rod. Lionheart, a support art that temporarily raises one ally's AG recovery speed for a set period. Okay. Negative Gate, beginner dark art that summons a jet-like orb that pulls enemy towards it. Nice. Resurrection. Yes. It's expensive, but yes. Air pressure. Yes. Okay. So that was all of the main skills. Let's see. We got recover. Increase rod extension critical damage. That would be nice. Increase down damage. Recover. Increase boost strike damage. Easier perfect evading / guarding. Easier perfect evading / guarding. Well, let's start with increase rod extension critical damage. And then we're going to do this one here. Everybody else is good to go. We're going to look at equipment. Boo. It's so weak. Oh well. I want to see if there's any natural wavy hair. No, definitely don't want that. All right. Okay. I think we are ready to move. Go to Vicent's Southern Gates, huh? Well, I don't see any more enemies in the area. It's too bad. Could go for some more SP for the arts. It's a long load screen. Usually it does not take this long. I think it froze. Music is playing fine, but that's easy. That's just the background soundtrack, but I don't see a loading button. Interesting. I will be right back.
I want to feel.
All right, we're back. The Xbox decided to just shut the game down. Luckily, nothing. I don't think I've. So basically, no, everything is the same. I am going to save it again just because I don't necessarily trust the auto saves. It's a habit that I don't know. I just don't. But it's working, so we're gonna see if I can walk through this door like I'm supposed to. See, now loading. See, that's how fast it was supposed to go the last time, and it did not. Training grounds could be fun, but I feel like that's more of a grind type of thing and less of a streaming.
You all
type of
arrived
thing.
here from Cyslodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Keep forgetting about the run button.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danans and Renans have a chance of getting along?
TBD.
We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Hug it out. I guess not.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me. Not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Something's still off about her story. There we go, full party. A ganache recipe. Round, springy dumplings combining potatoes and flour, pouring some creamy sauce on top, makes for a scrumptious delicacy. A leaf-wrapped fish recipe. A dish cooked by grilling fish inside of a large leaf. Opening it it up reveals a tender fish as a Sento leaf wafts through the air. Comrades in freedom. Oh, nice, nice. Shockwave slash. Don't I already have a mid-air jump? Or do I have just a mid-air evade? Oh yeah, mid-air. No, increased mid-air damage. Oh, mid-air, yeah, mid-air evade. I don't have a double jump yet. Well, I got another skill. Not only do I have Rending Flash I need to get, but I also needed to get this Shockwave Slash. Which I'm almost enough to get Devastation. Oh, that's how that works. Sorry, I just realized something. Counter edge upon... Allows you to trigger counter edge by pressing right button upon defeating an enemy. Interesting. Where's the skill? There it is. Okay. Kisara the Protector. Story time.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before. But looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elderman and Sea Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well.
Yes.
Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
There we go. Another story called Kelzelik's Motives.
What was Kelzelik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shionne?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
All right, I think that's all the stories. Make sure. Okay, so I want. How do I change the party itself? Okay, here we go. Battle members. We're gonna swap these two in. Breaker Fist, Magic Cancel, okay. Prehendere? Cool. There we go, edit. I want to actually put you here. Yeah. It just makes more sense. And I think we're good. All right, let's go.
I think Hootle senses something.
Hootle senses something, huh?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Who? Who?
Oh, dang it. I didn't realize I was that close to an enemy.
If they rush you, I shall ensure you survive this. Into the shadows! Tiger Blade! Magna Ray! Take this! Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here
These
to
little
stop.
ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Anything in armor is all
Tiger
mine.
Blade!
I'm not done.
Annihilate!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
Sighted. You're mine. Let the marksman handle this.
Bye bye.
Hoo hoo hoo.
Hoo, hoo, hoo.
That's what I like to hear.
Nice
Ooh.
devil tail.
Hoo hoo hoo. Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Coming through.
You're mine!
Hear me! Going in!
Take this!
Immortal Spear! Pierce evil!
This one's mine. I'll break out the leg with my shield.
Take this!
By the power of water!
You're mine!
Flame of fury!
You're finished!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Going in! Freeze Lancer!
No further!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Nice.
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Alright, was there anything else in this area? I don't think there was. Just gotta double check. Keep forgetting about the run button, man. Helps.
Out of my way!
Severing wind!
Come
on, come on!
Here I go.
You're mine!
That's it. Tiger blade.
Take this! Here!
Look sharp!
Severing wind! You're mine! I'm ready! Look sharp!
Out of here.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Your blade moves like silk.
That just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Keen Gigafang. Ooh, SP accumulated. There we go. Nice. Protect the world from... Wait. No, I don't know it. But it's something about... I remember there's something in the, in the Pokemon Team Rocket. There's something devastation in there. I don't remember the exact terminology though, so y'all will have to forgive me for that. What is next? This one. Shockwave Slash.
A fish!
A fish? We don't have a fishing rod. Do we finally get a fishing rod?
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
And there we go. Our fishing rod. Ooh, there's bubbles.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one.
Cast lure. Soft shake.
Looks like I lost it.
Okay, this is harder than I thought then.
Yeah. Reel it in.
Bad.
Dagnabbit.
I'm not doing this right now. It'll take me forever to learn this.
And that's all there is to it.
Even though I
Wow.
didn't catch anything.
It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my
She's like,
own
nope.
little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
Maybe it's worth me
Her
trying my
eyes
hand
change.
at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Yeah, not gonna happen right now though.
Okay!
Hey, look like you know your way with a rod. I've been fishing a long time and have built up a good collection of equipment for it. I'll share with you if you're interested. I just want one thing in exchange. I'll ask for you to show me records of any fish you catch. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook you up with. If you need anything, I'm always here. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. Sweet. The fishing expert found at Talca Pond can teach you the basics about fishing. If you show him your fishing notes, he'll tell you where to go to catch fish you haven't found, as well as giving you new fishing gear based on how much you've caught. An invitation to fish. Nice. How many am I gonna have to catch in order to get this? Actually, no, I think I've already got it. Okay, so a few more skills. Excuse me, for her to learn. Not fishing right now. There's a campsite. Fine.
I'm always
Nice.
amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing.
Hey. Is it just me? Or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
All right. Fast travel point added. Yay. Not that I don't see my... I mean, I'm probably would fast travel here because I can fish. Oh, it looks like it is right at the fishing spot too, so that's interesting. Yes, we're going to rest. And
Why are you looking at me
we'll
like
throw out
that?
some links in the
That
chat.
armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Okay. There's a story called Floral Binds that we're going to watch.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Huh? Okay, did I miss anything? Nope. Yes, we're gonna cook something. Leap draft fish. We don't have. We gotta catch a sea bream in order to do that one. Oh, it's an EX boost. I think everybody has a favorite meal now. I still like the... It's too bad I don't have the sea brain, but it makes sense. Heal CP after battle. That's like the best one.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much needed energy.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as Lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way.
You are now closer to Dohalim.
Do you mind watching our camp tonight? Shall we get moving?
Let's get moving. We're all camped.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I see a huge beastie over there. Something. Coreless party. Here's just another story.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
Nice, nice, nice. Ooh, another story. The ones left waiting.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. Here, birdie, birdie, birdies.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Searing Flame!
Severing Wing! Stir up!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Going in. Airborne speed. Mighty Tiger Blade.
Here I come!
By the power of water.
Here I come! It's over! Win!
This one's mine. Watch and bleed.
You're finished!
Resonate with the earth.
You're ours! You're mine! Win! I'm not done!
I'm gone. Down. Here I go.
Win!
This one's mine.
Take this!
Elusive deity.
Glacial
Stunner!
Spear. Here's evil.
Here I come!
Freeze Lancer.
It's over!
Where are you going?
Elusive deity.
You're mine!
Take it.
Severing wind!
Flaming meteor.
Searing gale!
Do it.
Kisara!
Commander of heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
Nice. It's so gorgeous.
That
Oh, the
firepower
moves
of
are
yours is
amazing
Really
looking.
something.
I could say the same.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
You're mine! It's over!
Florida. I'm not so good with airborne targets.
You're mine! It's over!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Through armor.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
So good.
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Nice. Whoa, two big uns.
All right.
Hey, perhaps it's time to deploy my secret weapon. I'll stop it where it stands. Dohalim's boost attack. Growing vines from the ground to ensnare enemies and strike them. Effective on fleet-footed enemies. This nullifies their evasive abilities and downs them. Tutorial starts.
There's nowhere to run from my art.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
No, leave the agile ones to me.
Take this! Tempe! Prepare to be steel! Tempe!
No further.
Take this! You're finished!
When fastened like wolves or monkeys appear, send in Dohalim. His boost attacks nullify their evasive abilities and keep them from dodging attacks.
It's time.
Here I come! Catapult! Win! Catapult! That's it!
Tiger Blade.
Take this!
No further.
You're finished! Win! You're mine!
Tiger Blade.
Catapult! You're on!
I'm gone.
Take this!
That's it.
You're finished!
Elusive deity. It's time.
Win!
Glacial Spear. Here's
You're
evil.
mine! It's over!
Tornado drive.
You're mine!
Elusive deity.
Take this! You're finished!
I'm gone.
Make it rain.
Here I go.
Dohalim! In an instant! Impact block!
Oh, oh, that was gorgeous. Oh, I loved it. Every little bit of it. That was amazing.
Ready and ready!
Graviton Spear.
Make it rain.
All yours, Kisara.
Ah, look at that. Oh, that is... that's dope.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine this sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Oh, jeez.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danan history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Crocodile Crusher. Ages ago, this worn-down hammer was used to beat back crocodiles. Those skilled enough to dual-wield with it were lauded as champions. Artifacts. Oh. Obtain your first non-DLC artifact. Artifacts confer special effects simply by having them, some of which serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. Oh, after clearing the game. You can toggle each of these effects on or off from the artifact effect list. You can now set 6 additional arts. Press Y on the art screen to switch between panels. Arts that are set on the second panel can be executed by pressing left trigger and okay. Okay, that's good to know. Treasure Hunter. Faster AG recovery. Excuse me. Some other stuff. Increased rod extension attack. Why is that one? Maybe it's not. I guess it's just. Okay, it's not. Sorry, I was looking at funny. I thought it was doing something kind of weird. Okay, so.
I sense a strange power from this.
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
Okay. Artifacts. Oh. I guess it's already there. So if we go to arts and we switch here, okay. So that's good to know. Here we're going to do, what do we got? Oh, sorry, this is confusing. Dragon Swarm, Mega Sonic Thrust, Severing Wind. Okay. It'll be Double Demon Fang. Raining Slash. Sword Rain Alpha. And then here. We got Mirage, Lunarondo, Stardust. So we'll do Rising Falcon, Devastation, and Stardust. Well, I guess we don't need Stardust again. I'll remove it. There we go. So I only have 5 of these. So, but I have a lot of the other ones. I need Incineration Wave. Where is that? Why don't I have Incineration Ring or Explosive Ring yet? Who knows? Probably here or in here. Meals cooked, roasted chicken. I need to cook specifically roasted chicken? That's kind of interesting, but okay. What time is it? I'm gonna go for 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna call it quits. I'm realizing I should probably think about getting
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have
Nice.
a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Picking up some goods while I can. I'm gonna take out these birds. Or say archer
This one will be
hawks.
difficult to predict.
Glacial Sphere. Here's evil. This one's mine. Here goes! Fire blade!
Win! Start up!
You're being targeted.
You're finished!
We got fire. I've got this. Let a marksman have it.
All yours! Severing wind!
Going in.
You're mine! It's on!
Glacial Sphere. Going in.
Severing wind!
Elusive deity. Freeze Lancer.
Strike!
Going in. Here's evil.
Negative gate! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Here I come!
This one's
You're
mine.
finished! Mirage!
All in order.
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
Tornado drive! Take it! Elusive deity! You're finished! You're mine! I'll thank you! You're finished! You're mine! That's it! Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
All right!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Oh, that was pretty dope.
I still got a ways to go!
Like there's a little path over here. We'll take that real quick since it looks like it ends. Yes. Ooh. It's about to be a battle over here.
Gotta break through! Come and face me! You're mine! Win!
Here's evil! It's like trying to keep up with a wolf! Freeze Lancer!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still? Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
I can carve through
Leave the
armor!
ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me!
Here's a
Can
healing
you take it?
going in! Tiger Blade!
Take this! It's over!
Do it!
You'll pay for that!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See
Bye-bye.
you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
You're mine! Win!
We all gotta train harder because they're kicking our butts.
On guard! That's it!
Resonate
You're
with the
Tiger
earth!
Blade! Hard
It's in your hands now.
Mega
Going in! Take this!
Transform!
Bring you back up! That's it! Tiger
You're
Blade!
mine!
Leave the chargers to me! Not like this!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Take this! You're mine!
Oh, it's not dead yet.
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Oh, that was amazing.
Elusive deity! Tornado drive! No further!
First aid!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
It's over! Ignite!
Nothing gets by
You're
me!
mine!
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry distraction.
That's so good.
There's still more to go! Tiger Blade! Back into Glacial Sphere!
Did you just hear me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
Right.
Tiger Blade! Far enough! This one's mine. Not on my watch.
I'll smash you! Take this! It's over!
Oh, so close.
Glacial Spear. Here's the evil.
Here I come!
Green Lancer.
Air pressure! Severing wind! Mirage!
There we go.
I got it.
Got what?
I can chop up vegetable scraps and use them in the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
Oh, so much of my CP is just gone already. Alright, we're gonna backtrack to that. To the campground. Since I need to replenish my CP. Actually, I just go like this, right? Why can't I go to the fast travel? Thought that's exactly what it was for. To fast travel to. What's going on, Sleepless? Oh, it's here. Yes, this is where I want to go. Hate to say it, but I'm
finally
signing
made it.
off here in just a moment. So I am done for the day. I got a good hour and a half in. I went on an adventure to get food and it started raining me, and I am and no.
This realm
I am
doesn't seem
home.
like such a
And
bad
now
place
I'm
to
home.
camp in.
Yeah, there's lots of plants and wildlife here.
I know, and it all looks freaking delicious too.
Who said anything about eating them?
Actually, we'll just rest this time.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta go. Let's see. Tomorrow is Friday. We're gonna switch to story
Alright,
time
guys.
cam. Let's see. Friday. Don't know what I'm doing Friday night yet. I set up my Ragnarok shop and accidentally sold things for 10% the usual price, and it sold out. No, boo! I'm not sure what game is that's for, but that's not fun. That does not sound fun. Like, normally charge $100 for something, all of a sudden you're selling it all for 10. Yeah. Friday night plans. Let's see. I think I probably will be streaming in the evening. I just don't know what time. Saturday, maybe streaming during the kids' nap. I'm taking my daughter to go see the original Transformers movie on Saturday. So I'm seeing it with a buddy of mine, but I'm taking her with me. Just kind of have a daddy-daughter date. And then Sunday, probably stream during the kids' nap. So I'm gonna try to get as much stream as I can in this weekend, because Monday my classes start up again. Taking summer classes. They're 8 weeks, so it's the normal 16-week stuff in 8 weeks. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff in a very short period of time. So I'm really gonna be busy. So the chances of me streaming for the next 8 weeks are gonna be slim. Sleepless, that means next week you're back on for Thursdays if you want Thursdays, or you can just keep doing Wednesdays. You don't have to do Thursdays if you don't want to. You can easily do Wednesdays like your own day. That's totally fine. But yeah, I'm gonna be taking another break, and if I have the ability to stream, I will definitely I'll give everybody a heads up in the advisory board, and you guys will know if that happens. But just as soon for the next 8 weeks? No. And then there'll be a little bit of time after summer term is over and before fall starts. I'll have a little bit of a window in there where I'll probably be able to do some more streaming. Okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah. So yeah, I will definitely try to get back on once my classes or this term is over. But yeah, Monday back at it. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little hiatus. So for the next few days at least, if I am streaming, you're gonna find me over at twitch.tv/thedreadedchamp. I will be streaming there, and I won't be back on this channel, like I said, for a while. And then I won't be back on even my own channel for a while, unless I have time. But I don't know if I'll have a lot of time because I'll be normally at this time I'm still doing homework. And then when I'm done doing homework, the last thing I want to do is stream. I usually just want to veg. I probably will still play a game, but I'm not gonna want to talk. I'll probably just veg and either watch a show, maybe some anime, or play my own game. I won't play this though. I will only play this while I'm streaming. So none of you will miss any of this. Like, you won't miss anything. You might miss some farming. I might try some, I might just do a bunch of CP fights to blast some enemies, but I won't do anything story related unless I'm streaming. So yes, there you go. Thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I gotta get ready for bed. I'll probably still be online for a little bit, but I can't. I'm kind of tired, so I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna finish my tea and then go to bed. So hopefully you all have a good night, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you are. And I will see you all on my channel next time, or in like 9 weeks. Later.